gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Addicted to Angling. In this one is something a little bit different. I've decided to do a tutorial video. I've got young Oakley here with me. I've decided to bring him out, teach him how to float fish on my local lake and see if we can get some fish. And whilst doing that, I thought I'd bring you along for the trip as well and maybe give you some tips and hints if you have never actually really been float fishing before and wanted to try it. What are your thoughts so far, Oaks?
I mean, it's looking pretty fun, so excited really.
Good. Now the method we're going to be using today is a waggler. Now a waggler, just hold that please a second.
Yeah, of course.
What we've got here, we've got a 10-foot float rod. Now you can pick these up anything from 10 pounds up to hundreds of pounds. Now a float is basically a visual indication that goes in the water and you watch it until it goes under and until you get a fish. Now, I'll just quickly run through the way in which we're fishing. What I've got here, I've got a waggler. Now, with wagglers, you can pick them up from any tackle shop. This is a crystal waggler. Now this is your float. This is your visual indication for going in the water. And what I've done with this is I have lead weights around the bottom. This will actually cock the float. Now as you can see, I've used quite a lot because I haven't been float fishing for a lot of years and I haven't actually used this setup before. So I've got a few weights around there. Normally you can bulk it out a little bit different. That is your visual indication. That locks the float in place and that is what you watch to see when you're fishing. And then what I have is I have another couple of shots going down the line, and then on the business end, I've got some tiny little shot, if you can see them. They're number 8s. That's to get that down through the water. Because if you don't put them on, the maggots will take ages to get down. They'll be picked up by smaller species on the way down through the water. And on the bottom of that, I've got a size 14 barbless hook, just because this lake is barbless. And I do like using barbless hooks anyway, just for fish safety. Do you reckon we're going to catch some fish then, Oakley?
Hopefully.
I hope you do
So...
too. He's been fishing a couple of times, years and years ago, for coarse fishing lakes. But this time I'm going to bring him down with me. I want to see him catch a tench. That is the target for us today, is a tench that I know this swim produces. We have maggots and worms for bait. I'll take you through them in a little while as well. But let's get this set up and yeah, we will get fishing and see what we can do. And from what we got to do next, Oakley?
Wait, what?
Plummet.
Oh yeah, plummet.
Plummet, yeah. I told him a few times previously. This is a plummet. This will aid you in finding the bottom of the lake. All a plummet does, your hook goes through the top, out the other side, and then it will hook into the bottom of the plummet. Now this is heavier than your float, and basically what you want is you want your float just sitting either however you want to fish. If you want to fish mid-water, you know, you just find the depth and you adjust the suit, but I want to be fishing either on the bottom or a couple of inches above the bottom, isn't that right, mate?
Yes.
To try and get some fish. So what we'll do with this is, you're basically looking for the float to either be on the bottom, you want it to be just under the surface. You make the float lighter than what it should be normally, obviously, so it's not cocking right. Just under the surface, or basically just floating a little bit on top of the surface, cocked slightly so you know you're over the bottom. Because in here we've got carp, bream, tench, barbel, eyed. You know, there's lots of different species, but they're all on the bottom. There's some lovely crucians in here as well, so we might even get into one of them. So, once your depth is set, which we've already done, but like I say, you just flick this in and you don't put any, you put 1 or 2 weights around the float and that will show you where you want to be. And then once you find your depth, you put the correct weight around the float and leave it at that depth. But like I say, that's the plummeting. We've done that already. I'm just going to knock up some ground bait, which I'll show you in the next one. I'll go through the baits we're using and then I'm going to get young Oakley here fishing and we'll go see what we can catch. So, as I was saying, ground bait. Sensus 3000, red fishes well in here. Red ground bait absolutely fishes its nuts off. Now I don't know what the thing is with the fish in here, but they absolutely love it. But you have to make it fairly sticky in here to get down to the bottom, and then they start kicking off. So first of all, got a little bit of water in there. Going to add some ground bait. If you can see that. Might have to add some more water to that. Don't want to knock up too much yet because it will dry out in this heat. And you just mix it up. You mix it up, mix it up, mix it up. Now, I would have a riddle, but I'm not that well prepared. A riddle would get most of the lumps out of this, but But you can just do it like this if you're just coming for a little pleasure session. And then you literally just mix it up. Mix it, mix it, mix it like it's going now. You can see it's starting to take a nice consistency. Squeeze it together. Lovely pasty balls. And that is well, it depends how you want it. I mean, you can knock your ground bait up very firm to get it down to the bottom. Or you can knock your ground bait up fairly sloppy and fluffy so it breaks up on the way down, creating a very nice cloud that will attract fish down to the bottom. Now, along with that ground bait, put a few maggies in there as well. Maggie, because I know the fish will turn onto that. Get them mixed in. Don't want to put too many maggots in because maggots will break the balls up as they're falling down because they'll wiggle about within the ground bait and they'll break that down. And then also within that as well, I haven't got my scissors. What I will do, put some dendrobinas in, break them up with my hands, little segments, little dendrobina bits. That will get the fish rooting around. Not going to worry too much about chopping them up because it's not going to be the main bait we're using. But I would like some worm on the bottom just to get them grubbing around, get them turned onto it. And like I say, later on when the tench come on the feed, probably around about 6-ish, something like that in this lake, we'll have the worm flavouring down. Let me just break a few more up, little bits of segments. Perfect. And that is the ground bait mix created. Like I say, if I squeeze that, it goes into a lovely ball. Golf ball size is what I like. Throw 3 or 4 of them in, get some bait on the bottom, we'll start fishing over the top of it. But what I'll do is I'll now throw these in and then we're going to get Oakley fishing and see what we can catch. Let's get it on, Oaks. Let's see what we can get, buddy.
Yeah.
Right, now as I said with the ground bait, 3 or 4 golf ball size balls in, just down by this little spot we're fishing. Get a bed of bait on the bottom, and then we'll be away. One a bit further out. 2. I want to create like a little area there, like a V or a triangle. Keep the fish in and active when they start coming in. I'll put 1 a little bit further out as well. That didn't quite go to plan because there was a blooming weed bed there, so I'll put another 1 in. Where did that come from? Dunno. Right, last one, which I'll put just there. There we go. Right, so that is where Oakley's going to be fishing.
Yes.
Ready?
Yeah.
Right, come here.
Yeah.
Let's get this rod's cast out. Let's see if we can get some fish on the float for young Mr. Oakley.
Yeah.
Let's get it on.
First cast we caught a roach and it was lovely. A couple casts later we got a perch, but as soon as we took it off the hook, went straight back into the water. It's ridiculous, really. Wanted to get that in, and maybe like 10-15 casts back, we caught a skipper. Reeling it in, it came up. Skimmer, not skipper. Okay, a skimmer, but as we were reeling it in, it just came off. So put a couple bits of baits where the float is, hoping a fish will come nibble on it, take a big bite, and we'll whiff it in. But you know, got to try and get what we can get, really. So yeah, doing quite well. So no, all good. And yeah, so just waiting around at the moment. Just cast out, so hopefully something will come nibble it.
What bait are you using?
Maggots, red and bronze maggots. Okay, lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, so gonna try.
Let me just let some more line out. That's all right. You can keep talking.
Gonna try and like handle it a little bit so it doesn't go a little bit.
I've got the rod.
Yeah, so
perch.
lovely. Perch, there it is.
Hang on, let me just bring the camera a little bit closer. Hold it and show 'em.
There it is, so that's the perch. Lovely,
Hold it
lovely,
properly,
lovely.
Oakley.
What's like lower or
Hold it.
like?
That's it.
There, okay.
That's it, like that.
Yeah, that's a perch. Lovely fish.
What was that caught on, mate?
Magnet? No, worm.
There you go, that's another one to put in the net, so get that unhooked, mate, and put it straight in the net.
Lovely.
Well done, buddy.
Okay.
I told you worms.
There we go.
Lovely, right.
Hopefully you're going to get another worm on there, see if we can get another fish. Woo.
Brilliant.
Just reeled in, great bite on there, so bring it up and love to see it. Caught a bream. Look at that,
Bring
lovely.
down, mate. She's holding flat.
Lovely.
There you go.
Like that.
Fingers down.
Yeah.
That's it, like that.
Yeah. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So, no, bream.
What'd you catch that on, mate?
Worm again,
Yeah.
so worm's hitting quite good. So yeah, hopefully get a couple more casters, more big fish like that. So, no, hopefully be good.
Excellent, right, put it in the keep net, buddy. Well done.
Caught another bream, the fish are feeding, so next cast out we'll put it in the net now.
Got him. Good boy, well done. Yeah, boy.
It just caught a barbel, honestly, I'm shocked. Like Matt here said he's been trying for years and like, first time with me actually caught one, like what chance of luck is that? It's
What a
lovely
fish,
fish,
mate.
really.
How much of a fight did it put up?
A really good one, really, really good one.
It went left and right, didn't it? Under the
Left,
bushes,
right,
into the snag.
under, oh my god.
Oh, mate, well done.
Like, was it worm again, I think?
Pardon?
Was it worm as the bait?
Worms
Yeah.
are the one, mate, yep.
Worm, go with worm, honestly. Chucked a couple of magnets in there.
Maggots.
Maggots, not magnets.
Magnets is not a metal fish. Go on, go on.
Maggots to like lure it in. Yes, it worked.
Right.
So
Put it in the
lovely.
keep
We'll
net,
put
mate.
it in
Well
the
done.
keep net.
Actually, hang on.
Oh.
If you just sit there,
Okay.
I'll bring this closer.
It's
That's
like,
all done now.
wow.
Bring it closer to you. Bend your arms. Hold it. Thumbs
It's
back.
like thumbnail sort of thing.
Yeah, and then bring your hands down. Fingers down. Hold your hands like that.
I don't want to let go of it, that's the thing.
Yes. Right. Put him in the keep net.
Okay, keep net. He goes.
What a few hours we're having. Oakley, obviously, he hasn't been float fishing before. I think it might have been once years ago, you said, didn't you?
Like 6, 7 years.
6, 7 years ago. I brought him down here. First time really float fishing. He's getting on really well, bless him. You know, he's picking it up. He missed a few bites, first of all, don't get me wrong. But he's listened to what I've been saying, and so far... Oakley, Oakley! Oh, no, wait. That float just shot under again, and there are so many fish down there. It's like a jacuzzi. It's like a jacuzzi down there, you know. There is bubbles coming up everywhere. There's fish everywhere. That float, and then he's had a barbel. Like I say, a fish I've been in here targeting previously, and bless him, he's gone and caught one. I am so impressed, you know. He fought it. Don't get me wrong, I took the rod because it went in a snag, but then he took it off me, and he was listening. It was going left to the bushes, right to the bushes, controlling it in and out of the snags, and he landed it. What a fish! What a fish! Right, quickly, another thing you need when float fishing. This is a disgorger. If you see the end of this, it has an area like that. You put the line in there. This is for when the fish deep hooks itself. And you will push this down into the hook, and then this takes the hook out. You need one of these when you are float fishing, match fishing, course fishing, any type of course fishing. I always have them on me. But I'm going to go back to Oakley. You know, we've been trickling the feed in. He's been feeding loose feed maggots over the top. And yeah, he's done well. We had another perch as well just after the barbel, which we put straight in the net because it was only sort of roughly so size. But at the end, very good, mate, well done. See, he's loose feeding, you can't see it, but he's doing very well. And yeah, I think there's going to be a couple more fish to come before we leave. So get back to the fishing and see what else we can get.
Just cast out, and honestly, fish are crazy. Just fighting with it for a little bit, just see what it can be. Bringing it in.
It's a roach. Don't lift it out, don't lift it out.
Okay.
Put it down. That's a good, nice roach. Bring it here, mate, I'll
Good
net
one.
it for you.
There we go.
Oh, look at that, well done, Oaks.
Lovely teamwork.
Right, if I take the rod off you, you take
Yep,
the net.
perfect.
And then let me just get some line off this.
What's it? A roach.
It's a
Love
nice
the eye
roach.
colour. Love the eye colour.
That's red. Red eyes, red fins.
It's orange eyes.
Orange eyes, I'm colour blind, so, you know. Right, let me just unhook that for you, buddy, and then you can
Yep,
hold it up to the camera.
course.
Lovely. That,
Is a lovely fish.
I believe, is a rudd.
Oh, a
It
rod.
might be a rudd.
Rod roach? No. See what the comment says?
That's right, okay, yep. If you just hold it up to the camera, mate, come over here and show us it.
So, right, getting across and over.
So what's going on then, Oaks? How many
Right.
fish is there at the minute?
There's too many to count, honestly. Like, as soon as we cast out, it's literally just getting just taken by fish. And honestly, it is really crazy. Like, that's the one we've just caught.
Try and hold
Lovely
your hand down a bit,
fish.
mate.
I know.
Hold it by the fins.
Lovely fish. Not sure if it's a roach or
It's a beautiful fish, mate. That's what it is. Right, put it in the keep net, mate.
And in
Well
the
done,
keep
bud.
net it goes. Another catch, so it's going really well. It honestly is. We've caught so many fish. Literally, as soon as we're getting into that little area, it's boom, gone. Not before we can like even set it in the rest. We're trying to get everything we can. So, oh yeah, we're doing amazing, I think. So, yeah.
Right, let's get the rod back out, mate.
Let's do this. It's been a great time fishing, really. I have had one of the best days. Like, this is definitely much better than some of my sea fishing trips by far. And, you know, coming up on the end of the day, hopefully going to get another fish by the end of the day, maybe a carp or something. We've seen him swimming around. So, you know, hopefully it will just nip onto our hook and, yeah. So, well, fingers crossed, really.
We've only got about 10-15 minutes left.
Yeah, so we are hoping to pull something really big out in the... Definitely.
And you caught a barbel, which is amazing.
Yeah. Beat you.
Right, the float keeps dipping, so there's fish around there, mate. So we'll come off
Definitely.
camera, and then hopefully we'll come back with another fish soon.
Yep.
And that is it. That is the end of the session. Obviously, I've brought young Oakley down here.
Yay.
His first real-time float fishing, you know, and he has done absolutely fantastically. You know, he's listened, he's picked up all the hints and tips, and he's caught some fish. Now, the only thing to do now is to bring this keep net in, and let's see what we've got in the keep net from our little session. We started at, what was it, 3 o'clock? And it's now 7 o'clock, so it's a 4-hour session. Let's have a look, see what we got.
Okay.
Do you just want to put that camera on in the net, Oaks? You see it? Lift it up if you can't, mate. Skimmers, barbel, rudd, roach, perch, and that barbel is the fish of the day, eh? I'm going to let young Oakley now take them out one by one and put them back. You can put the barbel back if you want, mate, if you just put that there.
Try to, at least.
There we go. Right, do you want to take the barbel out, show the camera barbel one last time?
Where is
He's there, like, underneath the skimmers.
Should we get the other
Hang on.
bit out?
I'll pass them to you. If we hold them together. Look. He's a feisty one now.
Yeah, a little bit crazy.
Look at that,
but
come down here, mate.
Look how amazing that is. Definitely the catch of the day by far.
Mate, I'm impressed with that. That's a beautiful little barbel. Right, we'll slip him back. That is the end of the session. We'll slip the other fish back as well, the skimmers and stuff like that. But that
just wow.
is absolutely fantastic. Look at that fish.
That is just
Right, let's get him back. Let's finish the video. Well, thank you very much for watching if you got this far. Really hope you enjoyed the video. If you've not yet subscribed, please subscribe. Give the video a like. And we'll see you by the water very soon. And I'm pretty sure young Oakley will be joining me
definitely
in a lot more videos.
I love the session, honestly.
Excellent. Right, let's get the
Great
barbel
time.
back. What a beautiful fish that is, hey? Look at him. Right, let's go. Let's get him back.